Hi guys, welcome to my channel Lush Gardener. I hope you guys are fine and are safe. In today's video we are talking about an extremely easy to grow and care succulent called as Crassula Sarmentosa, or even known as Sarmentosa Comet. Now, to be honest, initially when I seen this plant, I didn't even know that this belongs to the variety of Crassula or it is even a succulent. But to your surprise, it is a succulent, belongs to the Crassula variety. Now, it's an extremely easy to grow succulent, tends to grow very easily via stem cuttings. You can even separate the offsets. Leaf propagation is also possible, but when you have an easy option of going for stem cutting, which tends to grow faster, then it's always better to go with the easy option. Talking about the care requirements, I would say you can treat it almost like a weed. It does not need any care requirements, tends to grow easily. A well-draining soil is good, but I have noticed that it tends to grow in any kind of soil, tends to do really well. It can do very well as a filler in your arrangement. You can even use it as a thriller. You can even use it as a spiller. So this one succulent has so many qualities. You can see it tends to grow vertically, but even tends to trail downwards as well. I had potted this sometime back in this container, and you can see it's already looking very fresh. When I was working with this arrangement earlier, they were not looking that fresh because they were not watered and they were not taking much care for almost a long time. But now you can see they are looking much more fresh in this video. And these are some more cuttings that I had taken. Now these were in more of a morning direct sunlight, whereas these are in indirect bright light. I've kept them in an hanging planter, so they receive only indirect bright light. That is why you can see there is a slight difference in color, because it tends to look even more orange when it tends to receive direct sunlight. These are recent cuttings that I had added. You can see they are slightly orange in color because they receive a good amount of morning direct sunlight for around 5 to 6 hours. Now you can even keep them in afternoon direct sunlight as well, but then you have to ensure that the soil does not dry out completely. Otherwise there is going to be issue, because they cannot store a lot of water. They do not look like succulents, but they are a variety of succulents, so you have to be a little careful because they do not have a lot of space in their leaves to store water, so they cannot be underwatered for a very long time. So you'll have to maintain a slight moisture in the soil, but not soggy wet soil. Propagation, as I said, it's pretty simple. Just do a cutting and add it. It keeps getting multiplied. Same way how we tend to multiply the calanchoes as well. The same way they also tend to multiply and propagate faster. Talking about mealybugs, I haven't seen any mealybugs because they do not have a lot of juice in their leaves. So mealybugs are a very rare situation in this. Even for that matter, when it was blooming, I didn't see any aphids. But in case if you want to cut off the blooms, it's always the safer and the better option to work with. So it's a fairly easy, not much finicky about the soil. You can use any kind of soil, but ensure that it doesn't get compact and it is a well draining soil. Then it's going to work out even much more better. But this is all about it. It's very, very simple. I would advise you to add it in your collection, especially if you're a beginner. If you want to add and make a succulent planter, a hanging planter, this works out really well. It can even complement with donkey tails, burro's tail, or you can even go with your ruby necklace. Everything, it's going to complement your arrangement. It tends to work out really well. Fuss free plant. So if you are a beginner, you want to add something fast growing in your collection, then this is one of the succulent you can add in your collection. Talking about dormancy, very soon it will go dormant because it belongs to the Crassula family. It is going to be summer dormant. Winter is their growing period. Talking about fertilizers, please do not even think about adding fertilizers. It's a pretty simple plant. It will grow without fertilizers as well. You can use your fertilizers for your other plants, so you can just skip adding fertilizers. But in case if you want to still do it, you can do it during the winter season. So guys, I hope that this short video was helpful to you. If it was, please hit the like button. If you're new to my channel, please consider subscribing to it. Until then, take care, stay safe, and keep propagating.